But I just wanted to come on and talk about the trigger preacher, honey. The trigger preacher lady then came out and told everybody that it was in fact her son that she was defending at McDonald's. You know, at first she tried to say it was police brutality. She just so happened to be going and get a Mac burger and fry and just ran up, you know what I'm saying, in a situation. And she was just, you know, exercising her civil duty to protect the unprotected. That's how she tried to make it sound. Like she was just so happen to see a situation going down, right? And she interfered because she just such this awesome, great ass civilian that saw a problem with a cop and a black boy, and she just intervened, right? She didn't say that she was called to the scene because her son was getting arrested. Her 21-year-old son was trespassing at McDonald's, and they told him to leave, and he refused, right? But I want to go a little further, just a little further. She said some things. I don't know if y'all been to her page to hear some things that she said, but I want to point them out to y'all. And it was long, so I don't feel like going over there and listening to all that. I didn't even hear the whole thing, okay? I heard her say the part that, yes, it was she said, I left some things out. And some evil people on the internet got a hold to the affidavit. Yeah, we did. We did. Mm-hmm. You didn't think we was going to, but we did. She said some evil people got a hold to the paperwork. Right? So she said that her son was cussing at McDonald's. He was using foul language at McDonald's. She said, like they, you know, like young people do. Oh, really? Like young people do. She made an excuse for her 21-year-old son cussing, but she came on my panel and said, why you cussing? So if your son can cuss, why can't I? I still have earned the right to cuss. I'm 51 years old. I done raised my children, honey. I done served this country. Done retired from serving this country. I done earned my stripes, girl. I done served the community and the whole goddamn country. I've earned my rights to say what the hell I want to say within legal remedies, of course, you know. Because people feel, okay, you got the freedom of speech, you can say what you want to say. Yeah, you can. But you also have to know that there's consequences behind everything. What you say and what you do, yes. You have the freedom of speech. But there's also freedom of consequence. Okay? Yeah, she came on my panel and said, why you cussing? Because your 21-year-old son cussed. He was cussing at McDonald's. They told him to leave. He got irate. Guess what excuse she gave her son? He's 21, and she said, anybody 25 and under, 25 and under, where did the number come from? She said anybody 25 and under should be shown grace. Those weren't her exact words, right? But basically, like, their errors should be overlooked because they still developing and learning. They 25 and under their mistakes, their errors, their wrongdoings should be overlooked. Where'd she get that from? So you mean to tell me anybody that's under 25 can break the law and get away with it? But the reason why she put an age on it, y'all, the reason why she put an age, because she wanted to be able to justify the things that she said about Brianna. Brianna's 31 years old. So she said 25 and under because she didn't want to just say young folks. She had to put an age because her son fell within that age. The age of where their errors, their wrongs, their criminal activities should be overlooked, because she felt that if they're 31, it's okay to poke fun at them, right? And if they're 31, they shouldn't be making no mistakes. If they're 31, they should be picture perfect. But she said 25. Yeah, that's what she said. She said, I gotta put this up, hold on, because this is exactly the words that she used. She said their frontal lobe develops at 25, right? She said that their frontal lobes is not yet developed. That's what she said, y'all. She said their frontal lobe is not yet developed. So they should be excused for the shit that they do, the things that they say, the laws that they break. She didn't want to show Brianna any grace. Oh, she even said that we should basically excuse kids' behavior, young folk. Now, I'm going to say this. I'll be the first to say. All 5 of our children won saints, but they were human, just like I am, just like she is, just like Brianna is, just like y'all are. They're all human. Humans make mistakes. Yeah, they do. Humans make mistakes. We've been saying that for I don't know how long now. Her and her team LaTruth, they're the ones that act like they were perfect. Remember, they still do. They're perfect. If you believe everything that they say, if you go with their flow. But yeah, so she said 25 and under should be giving grace. She said, yeah, it's my son. I didn't want to say it because of legal reasons. Bullshit. You didn't want to say it because you was embarrassed. She was embarrassed. Period. You was embarrassed, Michelle. I didn't want to say it for legal reasons, so then why you come out the next day and say it? For legal reasons. And then, let me tell you something. People that always, listen, everybody get locked up, say they got the perfect lawsuit. Oh, they said we got a perfect lawsuit. Hilarious to me. Everybody in jail got the perfect lawsuit. Oh, they said we got the perfect lawsuit, and when we sue, we gonna win. Well, girl, go right ahead, child. Win for what? She said it was 2 things that I left off. I left off that it was my son, and I left off the reason I got arrested. The only reason why she took to social media today to clear up that is because I did it yesterday. She didn't like it, y'all. She didn't like that I exposed her lie, her cover-up, her deceitfulness to her supporters. She tried to deceive them by saying it was a police brutality. When Black people hear about police brutality, they tune in. She didn't say it was her son that was being a knucklehead. And we all have kids. Some of us, not all, but most of us have kids that has been knuckleheads. If it was me, I would have came straight out and told y'all, child, let me tell you, they tried to lock up my son over some bullshit. He was trespassing at McDonald's. They was roughing him up a little bit too much for my liking, and I interfered and got my ass arrested. What's wrong with that? Why try to paint a picture of this police brutality, racist? She even went down the line to tell everybody how racist Douglas County Sheriff Office is. She even talked about the election. She tried to paint this police brutality story to get the attention of her supporters. I even saw a supporter say, How can Amora, you know, they call me this other funky name, but how can Amora pick fun and she trying to help somebody in the community? Because Amora ain't no dummy. Because Amora got the affidavit. So she had no other choice but to confess. She's a hypocrite. All of them over there are. And they are being exposed one by one. Thank you, Tinkers. If I had not made that video yesterday, she wouldn't have said shit. She would have just went on thinking, having people to think that she just got involved in a police brutality situation. You know? And I told y'all yesterday, there are police brutalities going on. I don't trust them at all. But just because we're black, right, we can't go around lying because we want to cover up some shit, right? That's what we can't do. And yesterday, Michelle, trick preacher, was trying to cover up the fact that her son was getting arrested for trespassing at McDonald's. She interfered and earned herself a night in jail. Period. She said they got a hold to the paperwork. Now it's all over the internet. That's what she said. She didn't like it. She didn't know we knew her name. That's what it was. She didn't know that we do research. She think we just sit over here and talk like they do. You know what I mean? Like a lot of them just don't do no research whatsoever. They just talk. They just talk. We look shit up. We verify. You understand what I'm saying? She didn't like that one bit. So she took to the internet today, and then you see how she tried to throw Brianna in there? She tried to throw the Brianna story thinking that it was going to do something. You made yourself look pretty bad. Because she said it's two things that I left off. Just two things I left off for legal purposes, for legal reasons. I left it off. I left off that I just so happened to just be in McDonald's. No called to McDonald's. I left off that it was my son involved. And I left off the reason they put my ass in jail for 24 hours. I told y'all they just pulled out a damn charge out their ass. Because that's what she said yesterday. They just faked the charge. They just faked the charge. They just faked the charge. They just faked it. They just made up a charge on me. Because I was a witness. They just made up a charge. We knew that she was invested when she was calling all around the place asking about the shit. That witness about to be that damn invested, just a witness, and it ain't your child, your husband, your nephew, your neighbor. You don't know this person and you that invested? Okay, yeah, right. She loved the community that much? Yeah, right. We knew. We found out. It was indeed Terrence is her son. Terrence is her son. Yes, she admitted, I got 6 kids. I got 6 kids. And right there shows you that's another reason why she's upset with Brianna. People tend to have multiple children. I understand that it's probably difficult to care for them. I told y'all, God gave me 2, but he split them motherfuckers apart. 10 and a half years. My kids are 10 and a half years apart. He knew I ain't want to struggle like that. You know what I mean? I ain't saying everybody with multiple kids struggle, but hell, shit. Kids cost money, honey. And I know if you got 16, I know if you got 4 kids, listen, just my one at a time, hearing mama all day drove me fucking crazy. You hear me? Mama, I want to change my name. How many, by the show of hands, that's a mom, wanted to change their name? Literally. Because your kid called you all damn day sometimes. Mama. I was like, oh my God. Change my fucking name. Look what Foxy Lady said. She said, Trigger Preacher doing that line stuff again. Thank you, Foxy Lady. But can you imagine if one child is calling your name all goddamn day? Mama, look at this. Mama, see what I did. Mama, why the moon following us? Mama, you see the sun? Mama, why they call the sun the sun? Mama, why the floor brown? Mama, why the crayons this? Mama, can I do this? Mama, can you imagine 4 kids? 5, 6 kids calling you all day long? 6 kids? Oh, Jesus. I can't imagine it. I ain't even gonna lie. Mama. Oh my God. So she said, yes, I got 6 kids and they ain't perfect. No one said your kids have to be perfect. Ain't nobody perfect, preacher lady. Why do people think that they're supposed to be perfect motherfuckers in this world? Ain't nobody perfect. No one said they was perfect. Y'all the one that's put a spotlight on somebody's life for over a year. I wonder how she would feel if somebody talked about her 21-year-old son, Terrence, for a year. Michelle, how would you like for us to dig into your son's background and just discuss him on our panel for a year? I'm sure you wouldn't like that as a mom. Oh, that would drive her ass crazy. Ooh, child. She'll be madder than a mofo. She'll be so mad. Leave him alone. He ain't perfect. We know. No one is. No one is. So when he's 25, he's gonna start acting perfect. Is that what she thinks? She think once he hit 25 years, 26, because she said 25 and older should be shown grace. 25 and younger. She said, because I wasn't no perfect child. Yeah, we pointed that out too. She had to throw that in there. I wasn't perfect. I knew everything I was supposed to do. No one does. No one does. We are all human, and we've been trying to say that. And listen, when the flashlight turns on them, they get mad. They make videos. Felicia said she blocked me because I showed posted all over yesterday. The whole tell the truth. That's why she came out today and made this video. She was bothered. You hear me? She was bothered. That bothered her yesterday. That bothered her. She didn't like it. She said, I left out 2 things. No, you left out more than 2. Then she said, and they said. And they, who is they? They said a perfect lawsuit. They said, girl, your ass lying, preacher, teacher, preacher, fake lying ass, preacher, teacher, lady. Whatever the hell her name is. Oh, trigger preacher. Lying. We gonna call her the lying lady is what we gonna call her. She a preacher. It was 2 things I left out, but since these evil folks, you want to call us evil. No, we exposed your ass for lying. Y'all want to expose lies? Let's expose lies, honey. All of them. All of them. Let's expose them. She was bothered. bothered preacher. Look what Foxy Lady said, y'all. Bothered preacher. She was lying. Thank y'all for those emojis. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, sometimes I set trends, y'all. Y'all just pay attention. Just pay attention. I set trends in this mofo. In these streets. In these streets. I set trends. You hear me? Drop those emojis, y'all, for your girl one time. I set trends. What do you say? I'm a trendsetter. I'm a trendsetter. And she manipulated it all to the police being hostile and now is a race thing. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about right there. She tried to make it seem like it was police brutality. She talked about the sheriff. She talked about how corrupt the police department is and all of that. All because her son disobeyed the law. She said he was cussing in McDonald's. No, we exposed your ass for lying. Y'all want to expose lies? Let's expose lies, honey. All of them. All of them. Let's expose them.